These are the plaintiffs, Jacqueline and James Johnson Lee. Jacqueline says she hired the defendant to plan and oversee her wedding reception, and he basically ruined their whole day, and she'll never be the same because of it. Her dream wedding is no more. She's crushed and devastated and can't wait to tell the judge all the bad things the defendant did to wreck what was supposed to have been her special day. They're suing for $5,000 for unsatisfactory wedding services. This is the defendant, Juan. He says he started as a waiter at 17 and worked his way all the way up to supervisor. He is shocked and appalled he's being sued because the plaintiff's wedding was fantastic. He thinks someone put it in the plaintiff's mind that if they pretend to be upset and jump up and down like a child, maybe he'll be able to sue and get back most of the cost of the reception. He's accused of being worthless.
Jacqueline and James Johnson Lee, you are suing the defendant. Okay, this is a wedding venue?
Yes.
All right. You don't want us to mention the name of the venue, so we'll respect that, or your last name, so we're just going to call you Juan.
That's good enough.
All right. For but you're not suing him personally. You're suing the venue site, and you're representing the venue site. What's your job there?
I'm an assistant GM.
Okay. For $5,000, the statutory maximum in your state because you're unhappy with your wedding. Tell me what happened.
Good morning, Your Honor. My voice.
It's going to be very difficult if you have no voice.
Your Honor, I was very unhappy with the services that was rendered at my wedding reception at the place. I started making wedding plans with Mr. Juan in April.
Okay.
As I was going to him from time to time to give him money, I was laying out all the details that I would like done my way, because it's my wedding, all right? So I discussed a candy table with him because on my job, I have candy tables. And everybody just loves
On my job, I have candy tables.
Yes, I have a candy table on my desk.
So you mean on your desk you keep candy?
Yes, I incorporated that in my wedding.
And you wanted a candy table at the wedding?
Yes, I did, right?
Okay.
And I told him that I would fix the candy table myself because I know the way I wanted it done, because the candy that I was going to have there, people was going to be ecstatic because I went back in the days to get the old candy.
Right.
You know, so when I get to the wedding...
But when you say old candy, you mean old-fashioned candy, but it's fresh
yes,
candy.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Like the old brand.
Old-fashioned candy, like Squirrel Nuts, Mary Jane, the little hot dog bubble gum, stuff like that.
Right.
And also, when I got to the reception, I took a look at, scoped it really quick because there was so much going on. And I was like, I had bought one bag of cotton candy for whoever wanted it, but they took the cotton candy out the bag.
Go on.
They took the cotton candy out the bag, which is very unsanitary. I said, this is not good. And then the candy would just spread it out on the table. I said, okay. I'm going to work with
Are you in a wedding
this.
dress at this point when you come?
Yeah.
When were you planning on spreading? You wanted to spread out the candy yourself?
Yes, I wanted to do it.
And when you got to the wedding, was she late to the wedding?
She was a little bit late, yes.
How late?
I would say at least half hour.
Okay. Were you more than a half hour late?
No,
half hour isn't even late, honey. I don't know what's happening. I'm very sorry. Juan, if that is your name, because half an hour, my friend, among us is not...
No, because I knew...
How late were you?
I was a half an hour late.
And then you folks, as a courtesy to her, had put out the candy because she was late?
That's correct.
All right, and then you didn't like how they put out the candy?
No, not really. No.
Okay.
No,
and what was wrong with how they put out the candy?
It was just, it seemed like it was just thrown out there.
Why don't you just go there and fix it up then? Why couldn't you solve the problem by doing that?
Because everything was going on. People was pulling me left and right, taking pictures at that time. And then, they was going in and out the candy. I appreciate what they did, but I told them I would do it myself.
Well, how are you going to arrange the candy when people are pulling you up and back and everything anyway? I mean, in other words, what did they do wrong by trying to help you out by laying it out? All you got to do if you don't like it is take the same amount of time you were going to do to divvy it up yourself and then do it right there to rearrange it. It doesn't take any longer.
You're absolutely true.
So why are you complaining about that?
Because of the way it would just spread out, you just had to see it, but it's okay. I just let it go. I let it go. It just
doesn't sound like you're letting it go, but go ahead. Okay. What else is the problem?
All right, another thing on my cake table. When I got there, they had the ketchup and the steak sauce sitting on the cake table. I was like, wow, that's not good. These are some of the leaves. I don't put them there, but they was a little dead.
Some of the what?
The roses that was on the cake.
Do you have a picture of dead roses on a cake?
Yes, you're going to see my top of the cake was wrapped in aluminum foil. which I have here today.
I'm sorry, the cake at your wedding was in aluminum foil, or you mean when
Yeah.
you took it home?
I took it home. They wrapped it in aluminum foil.
Okay.
That's
Brought me
right
the
there.
cake? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
And what is
that's
it you
supposed
want
to
me?
be sentimental for 1 year. You're supposed to keep the top for 1 year,
Right.
but it's all messed up now.
Because it's in foil?
Yes. It's
Because you wanted them to give it to you in a box?
I would think that was more presentable.
Okay.
You're not spending my money.
It's not that I disagree with you. It's that I'm wondering why we're in a court of law discussing, you know, in every party there's things that you're disappointed in. Like, I'm just wondering
Yeah,
how
but
that...
I did give them room to make
Can you
some
get to
mistakes.
some bigger issues? Because these are seeming really trifling right now. So tell me what you
Okay.
think entitles you to $5,000 of your $7,000 wedding back.
The service, the employees kept dropping glasses on the dance floor about 3 times. That was inappropriate. The peas and rice was dry. And most of all,
Let me show this.
yes.
Okay.
My husband got something to say.
Okay?
Yes, this is, we asked for food to take with us.
Okay.
They asked us.
They asked if we
They
want, we
asked
said
us.
yes. They put it in a wrap box.
A wrap box.
Take that, you want to?
No.
Oh, okay.
Open it up,
Okay.
because my understanding from my
Yeah.
staff is that you actually have food in there.
It's
Okay,
exactly
you would
right.
still have food in there
Yeah,
that's not
but-
refrigerated?
It was so appalling
Yes.
that we.
That you made it more appalling by fermenting it for 2 months before me?
No. We left it outside on the terrace, but the thing is that we kept
Why
it
is
in
the
the
food
box.
still in there? I understand why you kept the box, but why would you
Yeah,
keep
but-
food?
Because
But
it
just-
really upset us. It upset us that
Could you
someone.
just take a picture of it and toss out
I
the
did,
food?
I did.
Yeah.
Right,
I
but you
did
took a
have
picture, but the food is still in there?
I do.
Look,
have
just
a
take the plastic off of it, but do not bring that box near me. Just take the plastic off.
All right, I understand.
No amount of latex gloves is going to get me near that. And let me tell you,
Okay.
I've touched a lot of nasty things with my latex gloves. No, just take the plastic completely off so I can see what it is you're talking about.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait. Oh, because the food. Oh, close it up. Close it up. Close it up.
This was
Is this
part.
syncing up? Yeah. Seriously? This is too much.
We apologize.
And we felt the
Please,
same way, Your Honor.
just wait a second. Please get that out of here. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you have anything else?
Well,
That's-
actually,
That's
I'm
it.
having very
Okay.
little time to get offended over the
That's
wrap
it.
box because I'm so offended over the fact that you fermented food for 2
That's
months
it.
to bring into my courtroom to make everybody sick around you. Because the people behind you in my courtroom look like they're about to throw up.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
just a second. What's this with the wrap box?
Can I
No, you cannot start from the beginning. You can answer exactly what I just asked. What's this with the wrap box?
They brought in their own box.
They brought in a wrap box?
I don't know if it was a wrap box or what it was that they brought in, but they brought in their own boxes. They're favors. As a rule,
That's
we
not
keep
true.
all their boxes.
That's not true.
Hold on, sir.
Hold on, sir. I didn't let him pipe in and cheerlead while you were talking.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
As a rule, we keep all the boxes that they bring in their favors, or anybody bringing flowers. We keep it underneath a table.
Okay.
Just in case something is missing or they say something is missing, we could show them all the boxes that we have left over.
Okay.
So the sister of the bride got involved into putting the food into boxes. We used the boxes that they were underneath the table that they brought in their favors. We don't have any glue trap boxes
Lying around for use.
because we don't use glue
Because
traps.
what you do is you recycle whatever they bring their favors in, or their vendors bring their favors in. Because did she vend? I mean, when you say the favors, is she bringing the favors?
She brought in some favors and candy.
But there was a florist.
There was a florist too.
Also, Your Honor, can I say this as well? This is one of the favors.
Okay.
Okay.
Who was responsible for the favors? You guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now, this is a bottle of champagne, and the favors are supposed to be James and Jacqueline. Okay.
Okay.
They got Jackie and Lee.
Oh, she's cheating on you already.
You know what I'm saying? Come on.
You get the wrong groom's name?
Wait, my name is James. James ain't on this bottle.
Your last name is Lee?
And my last name is Lee.
That's right.
Right.
That's
What
right.
happened?
When we wrote the contract, we wrote Lee James.
You guys did?
Yeah.
And what did he sign? He signed James
He's,
Lee. I'm pretty sure
signed-
he knows his name.
I think so.
He didn't
That's
sign
my
the
bet.
contract. Jackie signed the contract. He
Oh,
wasn't
so he
present.
didn't sign the contract?
No, he
You didn't sign the contract?
Jackie did.
So you guys wrote Lee James and you didn't correct it?
Yeah.
I never knew it stated
It's
that.
on the contract. Jackie Johnson and Lee James. That's what your contract reads. You didn't correct that? Obviously, whoever types a contract types it wrong. And then, you know, all of the paperwork is wrong.
I didn't even
you
realize.
have two
I
first
didn't
names.
realize that. I didn't realize that.
And then you didn't catch it and they didn't catch it.
didn't realize
But still, I expect you guys to know that what the groom's name is. According to you, they called you to find out the correct spelling.
And I called them back and they said, leave the correct spelling with the secretary. I did, and that was that.
And what was the correct spelling?
James, James.
Okay, so you actually called and said that to the secretary?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and then in your contract, does it specify how much you were charged for those little champagne bottles?
No, that was given if I had over 100 people,
Okay.
50 of them.
If 50 of them were given if you had over 100 people?
Yes, that's what
Okay.
Mr. Warren said.
Okay, let me explain to you my concern. Oh, I never got to see the cake. You wanted to show me pictures of the cake. Juan, will you please tell me, did you have any indication that she was this unhappy on the date of the wedding?
Not the day of the wedding.
Did you actually have discussion? Well, you two look so cute. Did you actually have discussions with her on that day?
We spoke because she came in. When she came in, I asked her for the vases to put the candies, and she forgot the vases to do the candy station. She was
Okay.
supposed to bring in own vases to put her candy.
I forget that.
Right?
And that's why I took it on my own, and I told the maitre d' to set up the candy station for the bride because I know she was going to be busy taking pictures during the cocktail hour.
Okay. So pretty. Okay, so go on. I'm sorry.
So let me start by
the candy
saying
station.
that,
Okay, we're past that.
Okay.
One of the other things she complained about, she didn't mention it in here, but she talked about she didn't like where you
Ice
put the ice
sculpture.
sculpture.
The
So
ice
where did you
sculpture.
guys put the ice sculpture? And did she ever tell you where specifically she wanted the ice sculpture?
She
Or that was
wanted
left up to you guys?
she
or
wanted
what?
it in the dining room, but we have to put it in the corner where it's safe because it's a 300-pound block of ice.
Okay,
And it has to be in a place that, not so much traffic of
Right.
people is around.
right. So, but did she ever tell you beforehand, I want it in this spot, or?
No, in the dining room, she told me.
Okay. And do you have any emails where you insisted it be in one spot versus the other? Or?
No, I never seen it until I was wrapping up going home.
And welcome back to People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Do brides put too much pressure on wedding planners for these weddings? What do you think?
Yeah, I think they do. They go really crazy and
They go insane.
They go insane.
Insane. What do you think?
I think
As somebody who's been married clearly 3 times.
oh, definitely. But I think they put too much pressure on the wedding planners because
And on everybody else in the world?
Yes.
Do you watch Bridezilla, by the way?
what? Yeah.
Okay. What do you think?
I think it's a silly ritual.
Weddings?
The whole thing, absolutely.
Oh, God.
It's seen its time.
I got in such trouble having this discussion in my other job, I can't even tell you. Going inside the courtroom.
Let me tell you what my concern is, Ms. Johnson Lee. My concern is that there are disappointments in life and there are lawsuits, and you're confusing a disappointment with a lawsuit. In order for you to come here and demand $5,000 back out of your $7,000 wedding, you would have to prove to me that there was a very serious breach of this contract on their part. And all you've done is sort of complain a little about a couple things. I don't know whether somebody maybe put the idea in your head that you could get a rebate on your wedding if you just do this or that. And I don't know what happened here, but this is a very, I've had a lot of brides and a lot of these cases, and I do agree with you, even though I understand why the mistake happened, because I would see if they reversed my husband's name on a contract, but still, you guys should know the name. I'm having trouble figuring out what it is, I guess the embarrassment of having the wrong name on the little champagne bottles. Did she ever call you after the wedding and
She called
say,
me- oh, sorry.
I want
She-
a rebate? What did she?
She called me after the wedding, and she told me about most of these complaints. I even spoke to the maitre d'. I called her right back, maybe 15 minutes after she called me, and I got the answer that the rat box, was from them underneath the table.
Okay. Yeah.
Matron Anna, she was there, and she wanted to say something about some of the things that were going wrong
Okay,
as well.
we're done. There's really, with all due respect, you haven't mentioned. I'm still contemplating whether the champagne bottles that were thrown in for free rise to the level of you getting any rebate, and I think my answer is no. I don't think that it's look. A contract's a contract. It's not a free for all that we can. Do you really think you need to say something? You're raising your hand to interrupt me in the middle of my ruling when it sounds so good for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Really, Juan.
Good.
I have had a lot of these cases. You're not my first rodeo. And I usually see these cases where it's something really, really awful. Like, like the guests are there and nothing's ready. for an hour, or the food was the absolute wrong food. Not it was dry, it was the wrong food. Or there's a scene caused by their employees because there's a fist fight that breaks out. Something that is quantifiable where you can look at it and say, are you kidding me? But really the things you're complaining about are just the little disappointments of everyday life that don't rise to a level of an actionable lawsuit where you get $5,000 back. Verdict for the defendant.
Well, here comes the bride. Step right over here. What are you feeling about the outcome here?
Well, a little disappointed, but
Step up a little bit. Sounds like you tried to come into the courtroom and get your reception for free because of a few minor disappointments.
not at all. I was very disgusted about them putting my food in a rat box. That's very appalling.
They really brought a rat box?
Where did it come from?
I don't know where this rat box came from.
I don't know either. But it's okay.
Well, how was your dream ruined? I mean, what was the dream? What was the dream?
My dream was to have my wedding the way I wanted it. For everybody to have a great time, not to come and leave the reception with food in a rat box, not to know that my husband's name wasn't on the champagne bottle that they gave us for free, please. Y'all could have kept that, but thanks anyway. God bless you.
I want to say this. It was unsatisfactory, some of the things that were good. A wedding day is a beautiful day. It's a perfect day. The day was ruined for my wife by a lot of little things that...
Good luck as a husband the rest of the way.
Thank you so much.
Head right down there. All right, so come on in here. The catering guy. You satisfied how this comes out?
Very satisfied.
What are you doing interrupting the judge in the middle of her ruling in your favor?
I have no idea. I wanted to add to it, but I couldn't. But it's good. She shut me up right on time.
Yeah, and so how would you characterize these clients?
They were very nice up to the day after their wedding. I had no problems with them. I still would like them to.
So why'd they sue you?
I have no idea. When I got the lawsuit, I was as surprised as anybody else.
What do you think, Harvey?
Okay, there are minor breaches in contracts that would allow a judge to discount the price of the contract, but here there's really no breach at all. Plaintiff is just being unrealistic. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.